And today is the last session for demo. Tomorrow onwards, they'll change the link. Tomorrow onwards, most probably you'll get the paid link. Okay.
Yes, madam, but actually the student are not more, right? So this class will be continued ahead, or how it will be?
Add on, they will add the students. They will be another add-on batch. They will start and they will add the students.
With the same timing, or will the timing
Yes,
will
timing
change?
is same 7. Add-on batch they will start at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. That they will merge with this 7 p.m. This is constant time.
Oh, okay, okay, madam.
This time is fixed. 7 p.m. is fixed time. 7 to 8 is fixed. So let's wait for 2 minutes. They asked me to wait. So we'll start in 2 minutes. And only demo class, no, that waitings will be there, but regular classes, no waitings. When the student joined, at least one student is there on time, we'll start the sessions.
Okay. And madam, 1 month will be enough, right, for this particular course?
Yes, yes.
So it will cover all the shell scripting part or what?
Yeah, basic Linux and shell scripting we will cover.
Okay. Is there any morning batch because it will not possible for me from next week?
Oh, morning means at what time you are available?
Before 12.
Before 3.
No, before 12, like 11, 10, it will be fine for me.
Okay, before 10. 7 o'clock is okay.
Morning,
7 a.m.
1 a.m. Due to the shift timings,
Or 10 to 11.
yeah, 10 to 11 will be fine.
Okay, okay. So in the last sessions, we discussed the content and what are the directories we get along with the operating system, default directories and features of Linux we discussed, right? So what are the features we have in Linux means open source code we get along with the operating system. Operating system is free to everyone. So we can download and install. No need to pay for the license key. That is one thing. And multiple applications we can run at a time. Using Linux, we can run multiple applications at a time. Even this feature is there in most of the operating systems. And next one is multi-user. Multiple users can log in at a time. Multi-user multitasking. Multiple users can log in at a time and they can perform multiple tasks also. That is multi-user multitasking. Portability means can be installed in any hardware architecture. So we don't need any specific hardware environment. It works with any hardware architecture. And if you have least hardware environment also, Linux supports that. That is also advantage in Linux, right? Then in Linux, there is only single operating system. So we have only one operating system for server machines and client machines also. So it works with single operating system. So configuration set, application, the configurations, commands, everything is same in client PCs and server PCs also. That is also advantage of Linux. And we can trust Linux operating system because in Linux, no downtime, 24/7, it works without downtime. That is also advantage of Linux, no downtime. Okay, so Linux works 24/7 without any downtime. And in Linux, performance also high. Comparing to other operating system, Linux performance is high because Linux works with command line interface. So when you are using command line interface means black screen with white fonts, it works more fast comparing to other operating systems. And also there is a concept called swap memory, virtual memory, which is used to increase the performance of RAM. There is also one reason why why Linux is fast comparing to other operating system means how to create swap memory while installing the operating system. I will show. Tomorrow there will be OS installation practical. In the next session, OS installation practical. So at that time, I will show. Okay, how to create virtual machine also. And the main advantage is security. Linux is very secure. So why Linux is secure means one reason it works with command line interface. So those who know the commands, they only can configure something in your machine. Without knowing commands, no one can configure anything in Linux machine. So Linux is secure because without knowing commands, no one can access our machines. Linux is secure because inbuilt IP tables means firewalls. Inbuilt IP tables and SE Linux is there. IP tables are used to secure networking files. SE Linux is used to secure local files. So inbuilt IP tables and SE Linux is there. And Linux is secure because for every user, password authentication is compulsory. In Linux, for every user, password authentication is compulsory. Without password, we cannot access any users. So that is also one reason why Linux wins. Linux is secure because in Linux, we can encrypt a file by assigning password. In Linux, we can encrypt a file by assigning password. How to encrypt a file by assigning password? That I will show practically in VI editor. Okay, so that is also one reason why Linux is secure means. And Linux is secure because it doesn't support exe files. No next finish, no auto runs. Linux is secure because no setup files. Everything we have to configure manually as configuration file. So that is also reason why Linux wins. So these are the features of Linux we have, which we already covered. I'm just revising the concepts. Okay. And next one is file system hierarchy. What are the default directories we get along with the operating system in Linux? Directory means folder, right? So first one is forward slash. Forward slash is a parent directory or top level directory in Linux. Forward slash means it is a parent directory or top level directory in Linux. It contains subdirectories. So the first subdirectory under forward slash is root. Root is the home directory for super user. As a super user, you logged in into computer and you created any files or directories. The data is going to store under root. And next one is home. Home is the home directory for normal user. As a normal user, you logged in into computer and you created any files or directories. The data is going to store under home. And next one is boot. Boot contains bootable files. Operating system bootable files are stored under boot. And also kernel. Up to Linux version 6, kernel also stored under boot. And next one is sbin. Sbin contains super user commands, the commands which can be executed by super user. That commands are stored under sbin. Bin contains normal user commands, the commands which can be executed by normal user. That commands are stored under bin. Var contains variable files, means log file. System log files are stored under var, variable files. It is like task manager in Windows. And next one is USR. USR contains default applications, applications which comes along with operating system. That applications are stored under var. And next one, dev. Dev contains devices information, means partitions information. All the partitions information is stored under dev. And etc contains configuration files. System configuration files are stored under etc. MNT contains partitions and their mounted directories information, which partition is linked with which directory. That information is stored under MNT. And next one is media. Media contains external devices information, means removable devices information. External hard disk, external DVD writers, pen drives, this all information is stored under media. And run. Up to version 6 only, media contains external devices information. And next one is run. Run contains external devices information and media information from version 7. These are the directories we have, default directories we have in Linux. All these directories, yesterday only I explained. So that is the reason a bit fast I explained, because this is just my revision. Okay. And as I told you, all these points you will get the notes. I'll share the notes to your Telegram. Once the batch is started, paid batch is started, they will give you Telegram link also. So there I will give you all the notes. Okay. And now you want to install. In tomorrow's session, as I told you, I will show you how to install the operating system. What is the purpose of installing the operating system? So that you can practice your shell scripting. See, if you install operating system, then only you can practice shell scripting. You want to practice shell scripting, that's why you are installing Linux. So why Linux? Why Linux means why? So that we discussed in last classes, right? So now I want to install Linux. So in order to install Linux for practice, I don't want to disturb my laptop or desktop. See, I have a laptop or desktop with Windows machine. Windows OS is already installed here, so I don't want to disturb this. See, if you want to install Linux, means we have different options. First is, if you have new machine, very good. Install Linux in your machine and you can use it. No, you don't have new machine, you have old PC where you already have Windows operating system. Then what to do? One, uninstall Windows operating system, means format your Windows hard disk, then install Linux. But just for practice purpose, you want to install Linux, not more than that. So in that scenario, you don't want to miss Windows also. So then what you can do is, in this scenario also, format your hard disk. Okay, assume there is a hard disk with 1 TB. Now, what you can do is using 800 GB space. Create Windows, install Windows operating system and use it. And remaining space is called non-DOS partition. There you can install Linux. Install Linux operating system there. Okay, so and you can practice. That is second method. But in this process also, what is the problem? See, here two operating system, dual operating systems are there. So when you switch on your computer, it will show two operating systems. So whatever you want, you can use that. If you click on Windows means it installs Windows. It will enter into Windows machine. You can practice Windows. If you click on Linux means it enters into Linux operating system. You can practice Linux. No, you don't want like this also, because in this process also you're formatting your hard disk. You don't want to do this also. Another thing is purchase new laptop or desktop and practice, install Linux and practice. 100% we don't choose this option, right? Then how to practice Linux without disturbing Windows? You don't want to disturb your Windows, but you want to practice Linux. So for that, we have a third-party tool, software, VMware. There is a software called VMware. I already have in my machine. This is VMware. So now what you can do is install VMware. See, in this VMware, this is one software. Here you can create virtual computers. Virtually we can create computers. This all computers I created virtually. So which one you want, you can use that. Virtually I created these computers in Windows. So if I want to practice means I can click on this power on this virtual machine. It will open my Linux machine. I can practice. After finishing my work, I can close it. I have multiple computers like this. So our work is completed means you can just close it. Okay, so download virtual machine, VMware software and install it. Just next finish installation. If you have Windows 7, install VMware 10 Pro. If you have Windows 8, install VMware 12 Pro. If you have Windows 10, at present we have Windows 10 and Windows 11. Install VMware 15 Pro. Just download this. If you want, I will also share the links to your Telegram. You can click on the link and you can download. No issues. Then Windows 11, if you have means, download VMware 16 or 17 Pro. But personally, I prefer 16 only for Windows 11. So first download this software. What we require is VMware and Linux ISO file. Okay. So VMware, you can download the VMware. So that is depends on your computer, which Windows you are using. Based on that, you can download. Then ISO file. Linux ISO file is required. ISO file also, I will share to your Telegram. Okay. So now assume you downloaded VMware. Assume you downloaded VMware and installed VMware software. You'll get one small setup file, next, finish installation process. It is not difficult. Okay, so after installing VMware software, you'll get the screen like this. Then how to create virtual machine, I'm showing that. VM means it is creating virtual machine. Virtually, we are creating one computer. Physically, we cannot touch it, but it works same like computer. See, just click on create virtual machine, click on next and select the option. I will install the operating system later. Click on next. Which operating system you want to install. Even using this virtual machine, you can install Windows also. You may get doubt, why Windows? We already have Windows machine. For practice purpose, you want to practice server. You can create multiple windows. One you can create for server, one you can create for client, and you can practice there. So anything you want. Then I want to install Linux, so click on Linux, next. Now, virtual machine name, you can give anything or let it be like this. Now click on browse. Now select the partition where you have space. Click on this PC. Okay. Indeed, I have space. Select this partition. Now create a new folder. So make a new folder. Folder name. I created a folder. Select the folder. Okay. Folder name can be anything. Next. So how much space you want to fix? 40 GB space I want to give for this virtual machine. Using that space, I want to create single file. Store virtual disk as a single file. Next. Finish. So, virtual machine is created, means one computer is created with 1 GB RAM, 1 processor, 40 GB hard disk. So the space what we created now, we created a folder, right? So that folder it is taking as a hard disk. So virtually we created one computer like this. How many computers you want, you can create. Okay. And next click on CD. Now virtual machine is ready. Now click on CD or DVD. Click on CD or DVD. Now click on use ISO image file. Now click on browse and select the ISO file. For this what to do? First download ISO file and select the ISO file. So now ISO file also connected to our virtual machine. So if you click on power on this virtual machine means it will start OS installation procedure. So how to install the operating system, that I will show in next session. Okay, once OS installation is completed, as I told you in previous classes, regularly practicals will be there. Okay, so in order to practice shell scripting, we need to install Linux operating system. So how to install Linux operating system without disturbing your Windows machine means simply download VMware software, create virtual computer, then install Linux in that computer, then you can practice. So when you are practicing, when you are when you open this VMware, in the same time, you can use your Windows machine also. If you want to do something with Windows, you want to open something in Windows, you can open. Or you want to listen the songs in which is in Windows machine, you can do everything. Okay, so both you can use at a time. It will not disturb. Like this. So here I'm using one virtual machine, right? In the same time, if you want to use another virtual machine also, you can use. You can open these all virtual machines. You can run these all virtual machines. Assume take one as server, remaining all as clients, and you can practice like that also. You can use however you want. So how to install virtual machine here, that I will show in the next session. Okay. Is this clear? Creating virtual machine is clear? Yes, Tushar, is it clear?
Yes, madam. Right now it's clear, but while doing it practically, we may
Sorry,
face issue.
come again.
While doing it practically by our own, we may face issue.
Yeah, you'll not get any issues here because I'll be there. I will share ISO file. I will share this VMware software link also will share. You can download. And when you are practicing, if you have any issues also, I'll be there. No issues. I will
Okay.
take your screen sharing. I will give permission. I will access your machine and I will check. No issues on it. But you will not get any face. You will not get any problem actually, first of all.
Okay, madam. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Rohan? You're clear about virtual machine?
Yeah, it's clear.
Done. So tomorrow I will show you how to install the operating system in this VMware. Okay. So this is about today's session. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you so much for the session. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll start practicing installation in tomorrow's session.